shortest NFL players in history. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Touchdown Nation. Even in a league of extraordinarily large and athletic men, someone has to play the role of smallest. And by the end of this positional review, it should be apparent that being undersized isn't necessarily a bad thing, but every once in a while, a few small guys will come into the NFL and wreak a little havoc. They will outrun, jump over, and maybe even beat down the larger opponents. Maybe big things do come in small packages. Here are 8 shortest players in NFL history. Number 1. Trenton Holliday, 5'5". A kick return specialist, Holliday ran his way to 2 total punt return touchdowns and 2 total kick returns. He's no Josh Cribbs, but with smaller legs, it's tough to blow past everyone. He did manage to master 26.9 yards per kick return and 9.3 yards per punt return during his time with Houston, Denver, and San Francisco. Number 2. Tarik Cohen, 5'6".
As he catches a seam on the sideline, great return by Tarik.
The human joystick has made quite an impression with the Bears this year. Through 4 games, he's dodged his way to 180 yards on the ground at 6 YPC and 150 through the air on 24 catches and 1 touchdown. While his numbers aren't crazy by any means, he's starting to get some hype as the next Darren Sproles. Those are some big shoes to fill in terms of production, but he'd probably fit pretty nicely in his actual cleats. Cohen became the shortest player to throw a touchdown in the modern era on October 15, 2017. Number 3. Darren Sproles, 5'6". Speaking of Sproles, let's take a quick look at the man who may potentially have the longest tenure of a little guy. Unfortunately, his 12th season ended quite abruptly when he broke his arm and tore his ACL all in the same play. Hopefully this isn't the end of his career, but if it is, he'll have set the bar for all little guys that follow with 22 rushing touchdowns, 30 receiving, and over 8,000 yards from scrimmage.
Still going inside the 10, first and goal.
Number 4. Maurice Jones-Drew, 5'7", one of the most versatile running backs in the game today. Jones-Drew can pound it through the line for a first down, or he can split to the outside and outrun the entire defense for an 80-yard touchdown, or he can run a 20-yard pattern and catch a deep pass acting as a receiver. He plays the every down back role that every team needs to have in their running back. This 5'7" Goliath can do what every NFL player wants to be able to do: anything. He accumulated 1,765 all-purpose offensive yards and 16 offensive touchdowns. Not to mention he returned kicks a few times too. Number 5. Bob Sanders, 5'8".
Is that type of runner. Maroney and gets tripped up this time.
One of the top strong safeties in the game today, Bob Sanders dominates on the football field. Even though he is shorter than almost every other player on the field, he still capitalizes on every opportunity he gets. When healthy, Sanders has been one of the fastest and toughest defenders on the football field with an amazing field presence. He has been given the nickname the Hitman by fellow teammates and coaches because of his ridiculously hard hits on the field. He was drafted in the 2nd round of the 2004 NFL draft by the Indianapolis Colts. He has stayed with the Colts ever since. His best season was in 2007 when he recorded 96 tackles and multiple turnovers. Number 6. Ray Rice, 5'8". 212 pounds isn't that small for a running back, but he is pretty short and really productive. Rice uses pure toughness and speed to overcome his small size. In 2008, Rice was drafted by the Ravens. He had to split his careers with both Willis McGahee and Leron McClain. He still recorded 727 all-purpose offensive yards, but touchdowns were stolen by McGahee and McClain. The Ravens realized his potential though. In 2009, he was named the sole starter for the Ravens as the every down back. He then recorded 2,041 all-purpose offensive yards and 8 touchdowns. He was then selected to the Pro Bowl in just his 2nd NFL season. Number 7. CJ Anderson, 5'8". Anderson is one of the more round short guys, and he's been nailing it during the 2018 seasons with the Rams as Todd Gurley's backup. He racked up over 1,000 yards in 2017 for the Broncos before they released him. Anderson has had some trouble with his weight and during the summer of 2014 weighed 243 pounds. Regardless of weight, his stature and attitude are helping the Rams get deeper into the playoffs.
Here's Gurley, first down.
Number 8. Wes Welker, 5'9". Wes Welker is a household name when speaking of clutch wide receivers, but most people forget to imagine how small this receiver really is. Despite being 5'9" and weighing 185 pounds, he is still considered short for a receiver. Yet Welker is still a huge playmaker on the Patriots team. In 2004, Welker signed with the Chargers, but was a later cut. After that, he was picked up by the Dolphins, playing as their 3rd receiver. Recording great stats, he eventually moved out to become the team's top receiver. But a Miami offense in shambles did not give Welker the support to play to his full potential. So in 2007, Welker signed with the New England Patriots. Then he really started to shine. He became the epitome of a clutch receiver. Using his speed and shiftiness, he always seemed to get past defenders. This brings us to the end of our video. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.